Okay, it's 6:30. At this time, I'd like to call to order the Administrative Services Committee meeting for Monday, November 4th, 2019. Please call the roll.
Councilor Corradino.
Here.
Councilor DeMasi. Here. Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Tesorero.
Here.
Councilor Wilmot.
Here. I'd like a motion to approve the minutes of the October 21st, 2019 committee meeting. Councilor Hill, Councilor DeMasi.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes. Is there any old business to attend to? Seeing none, moving right to new business. Item number 1, under authorization, Deborah Code, City Chamberlain, request authorization to complete the necessary accounting procedures to bring all ledger into balance for fiscal year 2019. Would you like to say something, Mrs. Code? Is standard operating bookkeeping procedure? Yes, it sounds familiar. Every year we do this. Any other questions or concerns? No. Can I have a motion, please? Councilor Tesorero, Councilor Wilmot.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes. Item number 2, Randall B. Griffin, Fire Chief, request an intra-departmental transfer to make necessary emergency HVAC repairs at the East Side Fire Station. I don't see Chief Griffin, but I do see Chief Chago.
Chief Griffin is not available tonight. He asked me to pinch hit. Basically, we have a small leftover amount in the training section of our budget, and we'd like to move that into the contracted services so that we can cover repairs, J&A Mechanical for heat. We have several rooms at the moment with no heat at the east side, so we're still battling HVAC. We're gaining.
Well, winter's coming. So let's hope you win that battle. Any concerns or questions for the Chief? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Councilor Tesorero, Councilor Hill.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes. Item number 3, the Office of Economic Development requests that the mayor be authorized to enter into an agreement with Bergman Architects, engineers, and planners for professional services for the new pavilion at Brightbeck Park. Mr. Rudzik?
Good evening. Thank you. If you recall, in the previous CFA round for funding, we applied for funding through New York State Office of Parks for a new playground at Brightbeck, and part of that was also including a 2-story pavilion. It's part of the overall final pieces of revitalizing Brightbeck Park. It's part of our overall waterfront master plan, if you will. So part of the funding for the 2-story pavilion, it's being reallocated from a previous award, which is the Marina Improvement Project. We kind of reshuffled some money around because of the flooding that happened with Lake Ontario, and so we wanted to be able to start the momentum of getting projects done. So we're shifting $350,000 from that project over to supplement or complement the 2-story pavilion. The city was also going to provide local funds to complete that project as well. So we wanted to be able to move forward, because whether we get the additional funding from New York State Office of Parks or not, it's almost a moot point, because the amount of money that we would get from parks would be nominal, because most of it would be going to the brand new playground anyways. So the mayor, when I had a discussion with the mayor, he felt it was important to be able to keep moving forward, so we can actually, if we get the design work with Bergman, to be able to move forward and get it out to bid, we can secure competitive bidding for spring construction. So that would be our goal.
All right, very good. Any questions from the council, Mr. Rudzik, on this issue? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Councilor Wilmot, Councilor DeMasi.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes. Item number 4, the Office of Economic Development requests that the council accept the funding awarded to the City of Oswego towards the Oswego City Hall Preservation Project and authorize the mayor to enter into a master contract for the project. Mr. Rudzik.
Thank you. As you are well aware, the City of Oswego was successful in being awarded $500,000 towards the preservation of this City Hall, and we're in the process of finalizing construction drawings right now to be able to put it out to bid. And part of the agreement with the state is not only do you need to enter into an agreement to submit the grant application and to be able to authorize the fund to be transferred, but you need a separate resolution in order to accept the fund and enter into a master contract. The New York State Office of Parks is one of the few state agencies that require that supplement resolution, because previously, or usually, I would put in the mayor is authorized to sign all and any documents necessary for the execution of the project, but the state wants, for this one, a specific master contract resolution for this project. So that's all this is to be able to move forward and to be able to accept that $500,000 as part of the overall City Hall preservation project, which will feature this building, well, this entire building, but also the, we expanded the scope to include the elevator shaft as well.
All right, very good. Thank you for explaining that in detail. Any questions for Mr. Budrick? Yes.
No, just a comment. I just wanted to mention again, everybody knows when we talk about City Hall here, it's near and dear to my heart, and the architect that designed this building, Horatio Nelson White, was one of the most prominent architects in central New York at the time, did many really important buildings like the main building at Syracuse University, which obviously you can see the resemblance if you've seen the hall languages at SU, and so many other buildings even right here in our city. So I'm really excited about this and looking forward to it, because we're approaching the 150th anniversary of this building in 2 years, so hopefully we can say that we've preserved it for another 50 or 100 years or for posterity. I think it's a really significant piece of our architecture in downtown, so thank you.
All right, very good. Anybody else? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Councilor Hill, Councilor DeMassey.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes. Item number 6, the wastewater department request authorization for the city chamberlain to make the appropriate transfers from the contingency fund and within the wastewater department's budget. Is there anybody here to speak to it?
Any questions?
All right, we do have a representative here.
We have to go back one.
Yeah.
Yes, we missed one.
Oh,
Just go back.
I think we skipped over 5.
well,
We can do it this way.
Let's do this.
we can go back. Sorry about that. I guess I'm anxious to get going. Monday Night Football,
Oh, yeah.
Let's rewind. Item number 5. Thomas Kells, Commissioner of Public Works and Parks and Recreation, requests a transfer of funds from various accounts within the department. I don't see Mr. Kells, but this is something we talked about before. Pretty standard operating procedure towards the end of the year, moving money around. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, can I have a motion? Councilor Tesorerio, Councilor Wilmot.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes. All right, let's try this again. Item number 6, the wastewater department requests authorization for the city chamberlain to make the appropriate transfers from the contingency fund and within the wastewater department's budget. And I do see a representative here from the wastewater department. Did you want to say anything?
Only for the council's information, I'm assuming that you probably know that for the past 3 years, the mayor was able to enter in an agreement with the county. So we had a trade-off. They bring us their leachate, we bring them our sludge from the wastewater plant. And what happens is either their account or our account will run out if we bring too much sludge or they bring too much leachate, and then we have to start paying a certain amount. Well, the county ran out of their funding in middle of October, so they've been paying the city the first part of October, the second half of October, and they'll be paying for all November and December. We still have a balance in our account, but that's probably going to be short sometime in November. So what the idea is that the money that they're paying us now goes into the contingency fund. We're just asking to have that money transferred to our account, so when it comes a time for us to pay them for the sludge, it's just going to be a trade-off. What they're giving us now will pay for the sludge to the end of the year, or something to that effect. And then with regard to the equipment from the equipment account transfer, we've been part of the strategic energy management project for about 1.5 years now, and quotes have gone out for LED lighting systems, and we would like to transfer from the equipment account to fund that project when it comes up.
All right. Any questions, Mr. McGrath? Yes, Councilor DeMassey?
I just wanted to ask Mrs. Code, you seemed like you weren't quite sure of that?
Oh, the payment goes into revenue, not contingency.
Not contingency? Okay.
It'll wash, but it doesn't go into contingency.
Okay.
Okay.
I have contingency on my paperwork.
Well,
I was
we wanna
going to
make-
say quid pro quo, but that's not too popular today, so I did not say that.
Well, we want to be correct. Thank you for bringing that up, Counselor. Any other issues, concerns? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Counselor Hill, Counselor DeMassey?
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Tezzararo?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes. Item number 7, the Water Department requests that the City Chamberlain make the appropriate transfers of funds within the Water Department's budget for the purchase of a turbidity meters and chlorine injectors. Would you like to explain what those are?
Turbidity readers measure the clarity of the water. They have a turbidity standard that they have to meet, and the meters that are in place right now are needing to be replaced. That's an assumption on my part. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the meter, but and then the chlorine injectors are items that need to be replaced every once in a while, and they've been going through a lot of changes at the water plant, getting the systems beefed up, and this is part of that project.
All right, very good. Any questions from the council or the public? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Counselor Tezzararo, Counselor Wilmot?
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Tezzararo?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes. Thank
Thank you.
Any other issues to bring up at the end here? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adjourn? Counselor Hill, Counselor Wilmot?
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Tezzararo?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to call the Physical Services Committee meeting for November 4th, 2019 to order. Please call the roll.
Counselor Hill?
Here.
Counselor Wilmot?
Here.
Counselor DeMassey?
Here.
Counselor Gozek?
Here.
Is there any old business to come before this committee? Seeing none, we'll move on to an approval for the minutes of our October 21st meeting. Could I have a motion, please? Counselor Gozick, Counselor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Gozek?
Yes.
Under communication, item number 1, the Office of Economic Development has received a request from the Oswego YMCA for road closures on Saturday, December 7th, 2019, between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. for the Reindeer Run. This is a recurring event, as is the next item. Does anyone have any questions or concerns?
No.
Okay. Could I please have a motion? Counselor Wilmot, Counselor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Gozek?
Yes.
Item number 2, the Office of Economic Development has received a request for use of public space for the Wednesday night summer concert series to be held at Brightbeck Park during the summer of 2020. Again, recurring event. These concerts are fantastic. I think they complement the Thursday night concerts really nicely. Any questions or comments? Okay, could I please have a motion? Counselor Gozick, Counselor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Gozek?
Yes.
Is there any other business to come before this committee? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Counselor Wilmot, Counselor Gozick.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Gozek?
Yes.
Thank you.
14 minutes.
Have anything at all?
Tell Randy to be careful when you have breakfast on Sunday morning.
Breakfast was on Sunday morning.
Mike's stereo.
All right. All right, I'll pass that message.